Hey everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. I hope this finds you all doing well on this fine day, whatever day it may happen to be when you're tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate you stopping by, watching, liking, whatever it is that you do. And I will do what I do. I'm just here sharing my passion for music, and like so many others here in the VC, just showing our collection and talking about it and whatever suits our fancy, really. Today is a thread response, or just participation in a thread for a gentleman who's relatively new in the vinyl community. I think, as far as posting videos, his name is Anthony, and he's over at Gambler 812, and it's Gambler GMBLR 812. Go check him out, subscribe, check out his contest. I discovered him a couple of weeks ago, I guess it is, maybe 3 weeks ago, and he had posted a video about blind buys. So that's what I'm going to do in this video, and I'm going to take my time doing it. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit, because the other thing I'm going to do during this video is do a laser drop. Not a needle drop, it's a laser drop on a compact disc. So bear with me 1 second. I'll turn that on as we speak, and I hope it doesn't overpower me in the video. But if it does, so be it. I don't think it will, but let's do this. It's just so good. I got to turn that up still some more. Hello, my brothers. Of course, this is Mickey. Symptoms of Lunacy. Hello, my brother.
Just wondering how you do.
So good, buddy.
Hello, my brother, I've been
Goosebumps. Good to see you all, brothers. Awesome.
Hello, my brother, why are you so far away?
Every track on here is killer.
Hello, my brother, I have been counting since you're
Gonna let that play in the background. Share that all with you. Anybody watching Anthony's channel or my channel, if you've not heard of Mickey, go check him out. Check out his album. I think it's on Bandcamp, but if it's not, I'll leave a link in this video as well, where you can reach out to Mickey and you can source this compact disc through him directly. I believe that's how I did it. It's just a fantastic compact disc, so I really want to share that to all the vinyl community, all the YouTube in general. Check him out, support another member of the VC. So talented, so good. So to get to the matter at hand here, like I was saying, Anthony started a thread, and the thread entails blind buys, CDs, albums. For me, it's going to be vinyl albums that I purchased that I may or may not have heard of before. However, had never purchased any of their music prior to buying this particular piece of vinyl. So the first one I'm going to pick out is a gentleman who I knew about as far as the lead vocalist, and that would be Johnny Rotten, John Lydon from the Sex Pistols. However, the first time I'd heard about it was because Steve Vai appears on guitar on this album, and it's from their 1986 release, and it's Public Image Limited, PIL for short, and this is just titled album, released in 1986. Also features Ginger Baker on drums and Tony Williams. Tony Williams was a longtime drummer for Miles Davis, jazz. And then John Lydon and a chap by the name of Jonas Hellborg on bass. I think he's from Sweden. But I knew about Sex Pistols. Of course, I knew about Stevie Vai, but I'd never purchased a Pill album before. So this was a blind buy. That's blind buy number one. And the other criteria of the thread, or not so much criteria, just Anthony mentioned, these are blind buys that I won't be getting rid of. I give them a spin and I really dig them. So I'll be keeping them all. Next up is a band that I had heard of, probably almost in that same, like part of the big four of German power metal bands with like Gravedigger, Halloween, Rage, and it's Running Wild. Now this one's a little bit dog-eared, but I got this really cheap, and I'd never heard any Running Wild, or I shouldn't say that, never owned any Running Wild. I had heard them. Like I say, they've been around since the 70s and very prominent in the 80s and 90s. This one is from 92, Pile of Skulls, and I think this is the last album to feature the guitar player on here. I forget his name. It's right here, actually. Axel Morgan. That'd be the last. This is the last album he appeared on. Pile of Skulls by Running Wild. And this is just a hype sticker. I usually keep that stuff. So this is a blind buy. I picked this up. And yeah, really good. Like I say, got it really cheap because of a little bit of damage on the outer sleeve. But the vinyl is perfect. It's mint. There's nothing wrong with it. So I've done videos on that in the past where if the vinyl is in good condition and overall good condition, I'll buy it. So should just mention the band consists of Rolf. It's got Rolf listed here as Rockin' Rolf. He's the lead vocalist, guitar player. Axel Morgan, as I mentioned, he left after this album. Thomas Yaminski on bass. Schmulenks, I don't know. I'm butchering that. I know it's German. And Stefan on drums. Schwartzman, I believe it's Schwartzman. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody's familiar with Running Wild, but oh, this is so awesome. Just listen to that. I'm gonna shut up for a minute, because I just love this.
Come down from fight, taking the side, what a dream.
Cheers, Mickey. Cheers, VC.
When I reach door, I grab my fork, it's cold.
He also plays the instruments on this, Mickey, aside from the drums. Plays guitar, does the vocals, obviously, bass. We have so much talent here in the VC, and of course, everywhere. But
I get you too. I smell the food that the weeds walking. Like that one, I'm chewing gum, that's our fever. I'm heading.
so good, awesome. So the last one here on this thread of blind buys that won't be leaving my collection. A band out of New Jersey, Haledon, New Jersey, the Feelies. So this grabbed my attention. If you look at this album cover, if you're familiar with another band, it may look familiar. If you're familiar with another band, it may look familiar. Yeah, that's redundant, I know. But does that remind you of anything? So the first time I saw this is what it reminded me of. Now, of course, this came out in 1980, long before, well, I guess in the scope of things, not that long. This came out, what, 92? Yeah, so, but that's what it reminded me of. So I grabbed this as a blind buy, and I really like it. It's that early post-punk pop sound, and yeah, it's a really good album. But I had not heard of these guys before, so I grabbed it, and that's another one that won't be leaving my collection. Really dig it. So, not all that familiar with them, but I did take some notes. Anton Fear is a drummer. Glenn Mercer and Bill Million essentially are the primary songwriters for the Feelies. Glenn plays the guitars, keyboards, vocals. Bill Million, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, and also shares some vocal duties. And then Keith D'Annunzio on bass. D'Annunzio. But yeah, if you dig that post-punk, pop, almost borderline pop, rock pop, I don't know, but definitely post-punk, dare I say a little new wave-ish. And they do some Beatle covers on here. Everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey, of course. Any Beatles fan will be familiar with that, but yeah, really good album. But 1980, this is their debut, Crazy Rhythms from the Feelies. Trying to stretch this out because it's so good. So that's three blind buys that will be staying in my collection. I won't be getting rid of them. I really dig them all. Oh. Who's tired of the shame? I scream from the top of my lungs. You're gonna know my name. Know your name, Mickey. I could play this whole album through and just sit here. Maybe I should. So good. But go over to Anthony's channel, go over to Mickey's channel, sub them up, check out their content. Good dudes in the VC. And a shout out to Rick and Records. He's doing a contest. I guess I can stretch this out a little further. He's doing his 300 subs, double down. If you've not heard of him, Anthony, go check out Rick and Records. I'm gonna hop on another contest, maybe another thread this weekend. I'm a dog. Making sure my mic is still on. That's probably not going to sound that great, but pick it up. Just because my mic is in the front here and I turn around, it changes the, obviously. You're a dog. Nice. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that. Go over to Anthony's channel, sub him up, jump on the thread here. Essentially just 3 blind buys that you're going to keep in your collection. He showed, I don't even remember what he showed, aside from Gary Newman, Pleasure Principles, of course, so that got my attention. Love Gary Newman. So that's it. I will let this play out, shut up, and then I'll stop the video. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time here at Twanger's Turntable. I'm not going to say anything else until this is over.
Run away. That's the dream where I stay. Your heart is trapping me. Oh, how I wish I could be free.